Tranquil, being that you're indigenous to Africa, well, actually, you're indigenous to Africa, and then you made
Yep,
a stop in Haiti, and now you're in America.
correct.
I would wonder what history and what historical documents do you study? Because not only did I show you stones, I also gave book sources, right? Soul and Love.
Yes,
Before I only
ma'am.
showed the pictures earlier, I gave you multiple book sources. So not only did I show you it in writing and engravements, that's literally stoned engraved. What
Um,
historical documents, hold on, besides your emotions, can you now give us historical documents that we could check in writing or engravements to show that you brought greatness as an immigrant from Africa and Haiti to America?
Yeah, I can give you documents. You can go to the University of Florida website. There's something called the Jeremy Papers. These are registries of not only the slave ships that came in, but also the documents from French had great documentation. So these are prior to liberate to
But
not
when the
liberation.
slave ships came, I'm
Hold on,
asking you,
man.
show us greatness. What can you show us that was great? We know that you're African slaves. We're not. So we're asking you to
Yes, you
show
are.
us something
You don't look
comparable
like
to our
Indians.
greatness.
He don't know
Africanness is
about the
Africanness is
freedmen.
greatness.
No,
Africanness
sir.
is greatness.
You don't know
There's nothing
about
wrong
the
with that.
freedmen.
You have a
And where are
problem with
those slave
Africanness?
ships? Where are
What
those
was that?
slave ships, Tranquil?
Slave ships?
Where are they?
The
Yeah,
documents, yeah.
well, what happens with ships, even to this day, is when they come to a new place and they're no longer being used for that purpose, they get repurposed. So what happens is the ships actually change what they were originally intended for. Just like today, when you go to a shipyard, if a ship is no longer going to be used for the importation of, say, cranes, they're going to be just repurposed to do
Tranquil, do
quotes.
you know who
Yeah,
Nat Turner
that's what
is?
happens.
Wait a minute, so they
Absolutely.
repurposed the slave ships? That's the
That's what
first
they did
time
to
I
every
heard
ship.
that.
Wait, they're now a
Ship,
cruise ship.
What
That's
they
the
make
ship he
them
came on.
into?
every single ship that is no longer used for a different purpose, they get gutted out and repurposed.
So
That's
what
what
they
happens. That's
got
what
the
happens today.
slave ships? So what did the slave ships turn into?
I don't know. They were hauling all kinds of goods that were being shipped from Europe to the Americas. We could talk about
What
cotton
kind of
that was
evidence do
still
you
being.
have of that? That it's some repurposed slave ships out
Well,
there?
you should look it up.
There is
Show
Ships
us
are
how to
always
look it up.
repurposed.
I came
Ships are
with
constantly. There's a
documents and
long tradition
names.
of ship repurposing. This is what
No,
happens to
but we
ships.
came with names and sources and books and the dates they were released. Can you do the same?
Absolutely.
So do it. Give it to me. I already
I can do
came
it
with
off the top of my
mine.
head. This is not a research room. But
Wouldn't
check
they
this out.
put it up in our
You can look it
museums
up
if they
yourself.
were
You can
really
look it up
slave
yourself.
ships? They would put them in our
Here
museums.
you go, Rev.
No, those ships were repurposed, so they wouldn't go into a museum about slavery. They
Because it never was a
they
thing
be used.
here.
They be
Wait,
used for
Tranquil,
different
real
things
quick. Do you know who
afterwards.
Nat Turner is? Do you know who Nat Turner
Yeah,
is?
shout out to Nat Turner,
Okay, so
revolutionary.
Nat Turner that was in the 1800s. So Nat Turner would have been around the same time they're sneaking in these slave ships. So they preserved Nat Turner's body. We know that they have pieces of his body preserved, but you're telling me they didn't preserve a ship? Wouldn't it be easier
No,
to
you don't
preserve
preserve ships. You
wood
repurpose
than
them.
body parts?
You repurpose ships. You don't
No,
preserve them.
that's not what I'm asking. So it was important for them to reserve body parts from Nat Turner that are still around today.
Yes,
but it was
because you
not
don't
important.
preserve ships. You repurpose
And
them. That's
hold
what
on,
I'm
they
just
got
answering.
historical pictures. They got historical paintings from
Pictures of
slavery
ships.
time. You mean they
Slave
preserved
ships.
that?
There
They
was
were
no
smart enough to
photography at
keep
the
up with
time.
those artifacts, but they never thought to keep up with a slave
And
boat,
they
a slave ship.
Exactly.
Let me give
and they
a
do
The
response.
take
Let me give a quick
pictures of
artifacts.
response.
ships because
Wait,
we've seen
I
the
don't.
Tranquil.
When I talk
Titanic over and over.
when I go to the proof.
Exactly.
Hold on one second.
That in the museum,
Love's World.
proud. They would have had that in the African American Museum in Washington. They would have been proud to show us
It would have
ships.
been on the
That's not how it works.
lawn.
Right. Like the
Hold
way
on,
they're
y'all. Hold on. I
proud
done had
to
to
show
pull.
us
I got a
shackles.
burning
I had
desire.
to
I
pull
got a
over to
burning
address
desire,
this real
Mr.
quick.
Greg. We got all these plantation homes in Louisiana, but you mean to tell me they couldn't save a piece of those slave ships?
Here's
And
how
let me add
this
to
is
that.
how
I
this
got some.
works.
Hold on,
When
Tranquil. I
I'm
got some
looking at
personal experience.
information about
Yeah,
the
hold on,
slave
brother.
trade,
Hold on,
hold
brother.
on,
Yeah, I
sir.
get it. Yeah, you gonna say no? You about to say
Answering
the
her
same thing
question.
like 5 times. I get it. But,
Answering her question.
the whole. I
What is
have
this?
personal experience with what he's talking about. He ain't talking about no damn slave ships, okay? They did repurpose the wooden ships back then. I got a house that was built in 1920 in Georgia, and the wood that my house was built from is called shiplap. Okay, and shiplap is the old wood from the ships
Yes.
that they would repurpose and make houses and shit like that. It wasn't no daggone slave ships that they was repurposing because the slave shit didn't
No.
goddamn exist that came to the Americas.
And you
You're
mean to
saying
tell me
that,
that slave ship
hold
was
on, you
strong
just
enough to
proved to
get
me,
from
you just
Africa
proved that
to
ships were
America?
repurposed
Come
back
on,
in the
man.
day, just to say that there were no slave ships. It's crazy.
Well, do you really think they made 36,000 trips like the way they do now in little wooden slave boats? 36,000
With
trips? Do you
no
believe that?
engines, they rode the boat all the way to
How do you
America.
think
36,000
all these white
times.
people got here?
Wait a
What are you
minute,
talking
hold
about?
on. And how they gonna carry that much water for all them millions of slaves on them
How they
wooden boats?
rode?
You
6,000
guys are not
times.
doing conspiracy. Come on,
Okay,
man.
How
hold
did
on.
they
Yeah,
This is
let's
all
roll
move
the
hearsay. Listen,
boat?
on.
let me.
Hold
I'll give
on,
I'll give
Tranquil.
one response
Yeah, go
to
ahead,
all of this
Tranquil.
very quickly. When I go to look at the information on slavery, I look towards Black American first account tales from the 1700s. I look at slave narratives from the 17 and 1800s. These people knew where they were from. They talked about it in documents, right? They talked about the ships, right? They talked about the journey. They talked about
Those
being
sources.
enslaved. They talked about retaining their African culture.
What's your
They talk about the
sources?
languages and the lands that they're from. This is your ancestors that you're
Where's your
That
spitting in their
must
sources
be
face,
though?
Alan
and I think it's
Page. That
disgusting and
must be
anti-black what you're
Alan
doing.
Can
Page
you
I'm
give
done
Root.
us your
speaking.
That
sources?
must be the writer of Root story. He
Right.
a
Can you
come
give us your
from.
sources, Tranquil,
Roots
of
was
No,
the
Black
Has
we
only
got
any
narrative,
of
Americans?
slave
you been
narrative,
to
ma'am.
Africa?
Hold
Has
on.
anybody
Are
here
you
been
are
to
you
yes, hold
Africa?
on.
Oh, wait,
Hold
shout
on,
out
that
to
Lincoln.
Roots is
Hold
the only
on.
Foundational
slave narrative?
American.
One mic. Hold
Love
on.
World.
This
Foundational
is
Americans
sounding
here. Shout out to
so,
him. Hey,
so
Oh,
Foundational.
hey,
unacademic.
foundational American. Y'all gotta chill out. Hold on. Hey, Lincoln, how you doing?
So how you doing?
I'm doing well, and you?
Good.
You want to address the prompt? What's your ethnicity again?
Come on. You know, I'm the Nigerian y'all love to hate.
I love
HATE. I
TikTok
love
shop.
TikTok shop.
Say it again. I'm gonna drop you,
Lincoln,
sucker.
Lincoln, Lincoln, Lincoln. I know that voice now. Go ahead. You want to address the prompt, Lincoln?
Yeah, do
Be putting
immigrant
sources in the chat with all the slave narratives.
okay,
Thank
do
you.
I'm
immigrant
done.
parents put their children in harm's way, trying
Prompt.
to get close to whiteness?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I think anytime there's too many examples of this stuff happening, and it's sad. And I wish parents would know better. Basically, I raise mine with their kind. I don't do that because I know it's not what it seems. It might look cool, but there's danger fraught with it. So I keep them to heart.
What? Hey, Lincoln. When you say it what look cool? White people look cool to you? To kids, your kids, white people look cool.
No, I didn't. I say some people feel it looks cool because in some way or fashion, some people feel they represent excellence. I don't think that they do because everything they got from Africa. Without Africa, there'll be no civilization. All the materials, all the raw materials, the lights that power the grid here, the lithiums, the uraniums, everything is coming from Africa. So the fact that we've not taken advantage of what resources we have to develop our country, that is sad. But again, greatness is with black people and not really with white people.
Black Americans. Greatness is with Black Americans, not Africans,
Yeah, yeah.
sir.
I just
Not
posted
black
the
America. Come on, sister, stop.
Nothing great ever came from
sources that you
Africa.
guys can go to and read the slave narrative.
You are
Talk
not
about Africa.
educated on this. This is the
Why we
problem.
all
Have you
Tranquil, you
ever
got to
been to
stay on
Africa?
mute.
right? And
Have
we
you
gonna. I
ever
gotta
been to
bring him
Africa?
out
You have not.
Bluski.
Don't speak on
You can
things you
come
don't
back
know
up. I gotta
about.
bring the black up. Go ahead, finish, Lincoln.
Yeah. So when people say this stuff, I hate it because a
I
lot
love
of
TikTok
HATE.
shop.
I love TikTok shop.
a lot of greatness comes from Africa,
Hey,
whether
the black.
black, whether black American, whether African. Why always the division? Do you feel good about yourself when you say it is just black Americans that are doing everything? That's not true.
I feel great about myself knowing that I'm not primitive and come from a tribalistic continent.
You
Absolutely.
sound dumb. You sound
Your
dumb. I
mama
know you
dumb
Lincoln,
don't think
bastard.
you do, but
wait,
you do
Lincoln,
sound
let me
dumb.
ask you a
Your mama
question.
dumb.
Lincoln,
Sound dumb as hell though. I ain't gonna lie.
Lincoln, let me ask you a question real quick. Lincoln, what building,
Don't talk to my mind like that.
right, don't talk
I'm
to
gonna
us like
show
that.
Tranquil how dumb I am right quick.
Wait, Lincoln, let me ask
So
you a question real quick, Lincoln. Which building prior to the 1800s, you know there were structures, there was electricity in America. Which one of these inventions or buildings was contributed from minerals and resources in Africa? And which country did those resources come from, please?
What is the light bulb? What is it made out of?
Uh, Electricity from the
Oh,
ether.
a
No, no,
polymer
no, no. I'm
filament.
saying you when you look at the light bulb, what is in it? What is it
It's
made out of?
electricity from the ether. I'm telling you what it is. Like that's why they
It's a
have solar
lead
panels. You
filament
could pull
in there.
electricity from the ether.
It's a lead filament in there. That's what.
Is a lead. Thank you.
Yes,
Where do you get
but
the lead from?
America.
Is there anywhere you can mine lead in America?
Yes,
Where?
in many states.
Come on now, talk to me.
You
Where?
do know we're
Give
rich
me
in
the facts so I
resources.
can look it up
West
right now.
Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio are 3 states that you can mine.
Yeah, you do know America is rich in
Back then,
resources.
are you telling me back then you could mine
Yes,
those from there? Come on
yes.
now.
And
So
the oldest
when the YT
limestone
man
built.
came over here, the indigenous people were already mining lead, sir.
And
Hold on.
lead,
So do you
they
want the
was
guy
extracting
Tranquil to
oil.
come back up or what?
if this is your
He
panel, Miss
doesn't keep
Live.
coming off mute.
If
What you
he
want
if
to
he
do?
come off mute, I'ma drop him.
Okay.
Hey, everybody,
Lincoln, you
can
I'm
I
gonna
proved
just
our
drop
say?
down,
point.
And
y'all.
also, somebody in the comments made a correction that was right. It wasn't lead; it was tungsten.
And we use that to weld.
That's what I was just about to say. And like, we forgetting that the Industrial Revolution was booming in America because we had so many different resources in different states. Like, we don't need Africa. We don't use
Right, man.
any
You all
resources
took
from
everything
Africa.
from Africa, even
No,
to
no.
But the
today.
black,
Hold
don't let
on.
him lose focus. The black, ask him which building and which
Happened.
building in America, such as the White House and structures that have been here before Africa was called Africa, came from Africa. We just all of our limestone comes from Kentucky and Tennessee. We have marble quarries here. All we have the largest rivers and waters. We have the 2 oldest mountains on the globe, the Appalachian Mountains. We have gold here that's in our rivers.
Man.
What resource
What
built
gold? The
Africa?
purest
I
gold
mean
don't come from the
America from
US.
Africa.
The main gold comes from
Majority of
Africa.
the West
The
Coast is full
diamonds
of
come from
gold.
Africa.
It's
Come on
gold in
now.
Georgia.
You might have
It's
some, but
diamond
it's
all over
very,
the
very
world.
Buildings
little
have
quantity. You
diamonds.
don't have it
Which
like that.
buildings
It's like
have
oil.
diamonds
You
in
guys
them?
got oil, but you don't have the sulfur oil.
Wait a
I'm
minute,
Which
trying to
y'all. We
buildings
say
gotta
have
I'm
get. We
gonna
diamonds?
gotta
drop.
do one mic. We gotta let people respond too.
Yes, me first. I'm dropping down to the comments so the black could take my place. So I'll be in the comments, guys.
Okay, Nether Boo. Did he get there yet, Nether Boo? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Lincoln. So we can
I'm
move
saying
on.
that when you did like America has oil, right? Why is America still buying oil from Canada? They do have that, but they don't have enough, and the quality of the oil is different. There's way better oil in Africa than in America. You have
Okay.
gold. We have way better gold than is in the US. You may have diamonds. We have way better quality diamonds in Africa than the US.
Okay, land your plane. Go ahead, whoever. Y'all can have an open
He
discussion if
sound
somebody
dumb, just
come up.
like he told me. He sounds
Wait,
so dumb.
y'all don't have better diamonds. Y'all just have cheaper labor. Y'all don't have better gold. Y'all have cheaper labor. And America does not buy oil direct.
Has
Hold on,
quality.
sir.
Diamond has
America does
quality.
not
Look it
buy
up.
oil directly from Canada. America buys oil from the market, just like everybody else buys oil from the market. The only thing Canada does is
Your
they have
oil
a pipeline that flows through America to a port in the Gulf of America, and that oil that comes through that port gets put on the global market, and America buys from the global market. Learn how politics and economics work, sir, before you come up here sounding like a third world
oil
brain.
is less quality. Have sulfur. Come on.
Want to know which he hasn't, but you see, we proved him wrong. Not one building, not one resource came from Africa that built America. America was already built and created before your continent was even called Africa. Go ahead, the black. I'm sorry about that.
You're pitching a whitey conception of how America got built, but it's okay. Go ahead
Who's the dummy now?
Right. What
with
you
it.
still have yet to tell me what did Africans build in America?
Ma'am, you took our resources. They are
Y'all, we can't
they are
overuse the mute. I
documents.
don't want people
I'm
to
not
Okay,
speak
they
muting
are
him at
while
all.
documents. There
I
are
know.
people that
Hold
work.
on, hold
There are
on,
people that
Lincoln.
work
I'm
to
just
give you
saying.
those.
We want people to come up and
To
talk. We
deny
don't.
that.
Hold on, Lincoln.
That's sad.
Lincoln.
Oh, speak.
Damn.
She trying to help you.
This
She trying to help you.
He don't want to be helped.
Man, God, Jesus. Yeah, y'all already know what I was saying. Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, I'm glad that Lincoln brought up documents, because we have documents on who built what in America. Like, they still got the documents of the people who built the White House. They doing this little thing called 10,000 names that's tracing down all the family members of the slaves that created the White House. So, and we have that documented. I'm pretty sure they got the materials and where they got it from documented too. And most of those materials was found in America. Like, the global stage wasn't taking stuff out of Africa until after the Civil WAR, when they start scrambling over there. That's when they start tapping into the resources. Because YT people wasn't going deep inside of Africa like that. They were still unaliving from malaria and yellow fever. So for you to come over here and act like everything in America was built on the back of African resources and Africa's, that's a false reality. That's a false narrative. Like, we are a rich resource country. We one of the only countries that could be cut off from the rest of the world and still thrive.
And let's not forget leprosy too, the black.
They sold. You sold your real resource, the people.
Thing, if you're saying that we're supposedly, which we know it's a lie, taking your resources to build up our nation, why don't you steal some resources from your own country and build up something on the low? I mean, do something.
Have you been to Africa, sister? Have you been to Africa?
I wouldn't want to go to Africa as a ghost. I wouldn't want to go when I'm unalive. I would not want to even go in my dreams.
The ignorance is high. If only you can go there. You can at least see what some Black Americans are doing.
I would not want to go to Africa even in a nightmare.
What they're doing to move the goalposts forward. You're here stuck in some myopic mindset. There's a lot going on. There's cooperation going on different levels, building up wealth, and you're just stuck in this mindset. It's sad.
Like a victim.
Keyword, corporations. And most of those corporations are owned by Europeans who are taking your resources. Not black people or Americans. America, the YT American is just the middleman on the global stage. He's there to make sure y'all can make some deals without hitting each other upside the head or attacking the YT man for finessing y'all. So you need to talk to your leaders to make better deals, and so y'all can make peaceful deals so we ain't got to be in the middle. Because we going to get our cut regardless.
But why is he working in healthcare in America and not in Africa? Why not help your people back home?
I'll tell you why, Soul.
That sounds
Shout
ignorant,
out-
first of all.
Everything
out-
I
respond
say
to
to
that.
him sound ignorant. But go ahead
Shout
on.
Hold on,
to
helicopter
the,
speaking, sir.
Shout out to the third world, weak ass, coward ass, punk pussy ass, grown boys all over this damn planet that make black American men the strongest men on this damn earth. And I land my plane.
Shout out to the black American men.
Lincoln,
This is sad. I'm out.
talk
It's
your
sad.
Zulu. No, talk it. Go ahead.
No, it's
Tell
sad.
us a sad story.
It's sad. Every time we want to move forward, we'll rather get into this mud. You
We're
against
moving
me.
forward.
It's
Y'all are
sad.
just mad we're not wanting to move forward with y'all.
It's okay.
We're telling y'all to
It's okay,
stand on
brother.
your own
It's okay.
2 feet.
Listen
Stand
to
on
this
your 10
data.
toes.
Listen to this data. 1 out of every 4 persons in 2050 is going to be African. Africa will be the 4th largest economy in 2050. Look it up.
You
We
wish.
don't have to do, if you don't want to do business, that is fine, but the smart ones are. So
Do
do what you
business
gotta
in
do.
Africa,
Or
African.
do what you gotta do.
Y'all
So
getting
time to
finesse.
leave.
You talking
You're
about
gonna
the
pack
smart
up and get
ones.
to Africa in time. I hope you start packing so you can get there in time during that boom. Good luck to y'all.
It says, trust me, I'm investing. Trust me. I hope you
I
are.
can't wait till you go. You know what? When you get there and all that happens, you can take your Africans with you. We got to do another live about it. I cannot wait till y'all get success and go back. We're happy for you. See, we're not haters like y'all.
I do
No,
have
you're
a
a hater.
question.
When you speak, I hear hate. That's all I hear.
I do have a
HATE. I
question.
love TikTok shop.
Wait,
HATE.
Lincoln, can I ask you, like, why do you care, or why should we care about what y'all doing in working together. Like, we're good over here. Y'all have the problems on the continent. We're great.
Bruh, I understand what you're saying, but trust me, it's just be myopic. You know,
But I'm
sometimes
just
we
asking, like,
feel,
why should we care
can I
about
land?
partnering with
Can I
y'all?
explain to you why?
Yeah, I want you to answer the question
Okay.
though. I don't want you to go around.
The reason why America is the way it is because people from all over the world bring their best. When the Second World War came to an end,
I love TikTok
the
shop.
Americans had to grab.
WAR, second
Can I
WAR.
land? Can I land? When
Gotta use
Second World
TikTok
War.
friendly language. Make sure you
Okay.
use TikTok friendly
When
language.
the second whatever pew ended, a lot of engineers moved from Israel to the Americas. That's how we were able to build our military infrastructure.
Why are
Go
you
all the
bringing
way
them
to
up?
have a
I'm talking
nuclear
about
technology.
Africans.
Yeah.
Lincoln, but why are you bringing up the small hats? I'm talking about Africans. Why should we care about what y'all do or care about working together when we're good over here? Y'all the ones that have the problem.
You really think you're good over here? You have it
Yes,
that
we're
good?
good. We do
No,
what
you
we
We're
don't. Come
want.
great.
on now. Come on. You
That's why
know
you
that's
moved
not
here,
true.
Lincoln, because
That's
Let
it's a
him
not
great
land his
true.
goat.
country.
We're
Let him
still
land his. Let him
below.
land his
We're
zebra. Let him
ethnically,
land his
we're
zebra,
still
y'all.
well below whiteys. We're still well below
Look.
Asians.
See, that's y'all problem. Y'all keep on comparing yourselves and
The
looking in
black
the
man,
eyes of
after
YT
that,
people.
let him land his plane.
Yeah,
We don't want to compare
we're
ourselves to
still.
YT
Yeah,
people. We
can I
could care
land?
less.
When you look at the economic hierarchy, we're still at the bottom. We can do better by cooperating and working with each other. But if you feel that is good enough, have at it. That's fine.
We ain't the same. You African. We're Americans.
That's because they want to be on the same level as YT people, and we could care less about all that.
Bruh, that's not
You,
true. You need to
how?
go outside this the US. Go outside and see what
Why should we?
some
We're
black
good here.
Americans are doing.
Hold on.
Steve Harvey. There
Why
are a
should
lot of
we go
black
outside
Americans
of
that are going to Africa and
America?
investing heavy. They
But
see
why
the
should we go
future, they
outside of
see the
America
resources, and they're taking
when?
advantage. If you don't
Why
want
should
to
we
take
go
advantage,
outside of
Let
then it's
America?
Let him
my
okay.
mic, my
land
You
his
can
mic.
stay
plane.
here, do what you got to do. But I'm telling you, the future is Africa, whether you want to believe it or not.
Keep dreaming, African.